2 seconds. That's how long the check takes. The one Adam showed you on your third day, standing behind your chair with his coffee going cold on the desk. Before you push anything, before you tell anyone it's done, you run it. 2 seconds. He said it like it was nothing. He had no idea he was handing you the only thing of his you'd keep. You're a junior developer, 24, first real job. The building has a badge reader that beeps twice if you're late and once if you're on time, and for the first month you were never once late. Adam started 3 years before you. Same team, same manager. A guy named Marcus who is 54 and says the word solid about everything. Adam is better than you. Not a little, a lot. He reads a screen full of errors the way you read a text message. You are not embarrassed about this. He's supposed to be better. He's been here 3 years. That's how it's meant to work. Here's how it's meant to work. The person ahead of you teaches you, you get good, and one day you're the person ahead of somebody else. A line, moving in one direction, and everybody shuffles up it as the years go. That's the deal your whole life pointed you toward. Nobody told you the line was about to stop being a line. Let me be honest with you about what this video is, because most videos about this lie to you in the first minute. This is not a video about a robot taking your job. It's about what happens to the two of you and Adam, over 4 years. One of you gets very good at the job. One of you gets very fast at it. And in 4 years, those two things do not end up in the same place. The one who ends up safe is not the one who deserves it. That's the part nobody says out loud. If you want the real mechanics of what's happening to careers right now, not the panic and not the hype, subscribe. This channel exists to show you what actually happens inside companies while everyone argues about it online. Knowing which stage you're standing in is the whole advantage. Now let's go year by year. Year 1. The tool arrives. Not with an announcement, not with a training day. You find it yourself, on a Saturday, at your kitchen table, because you were stuck on something and you were too proud to ask Adam on the weekend. It solves in 40 seconds a thing that would have taken you the whole morning. You sit there and you feel two things at once. Relief and something colder underneath it that you don't have a name for yet. You don't tell anyone. Not Marcus, not Adam, especially not Adam. You tell yourself it's because it feels like cheating, and that's partly true. But the realer reason is the one you don't say. For 3 years Adam has been faster than you, and for the first time there is a version of you that isn't. And you want to keep it a second longer before it becomes everyone's. On Monday, you use it at your desk. And before you push the work, you run Adam's check. 2 seconds. The tool wrote most of it, but the check is yours, or his, and it catches something the tool got confidently wrong. You fix it. Nobody ever knows it was almost broken. That's the first time you understand what he actually gave you. It was never speed. It was the 2 seconds where you don't trust the thing in front of you. Year 2. You are faster than Adam now. On the specific tasks, the ones that used to separate you, you finish first. It happened quietly over months, the way you don't notice a kid getting taller until a relative visits. Adam notices before you do. He doesn't say anything either. So now there are two people not saying the same thing from opposite sides of it. Here is the part I promised I'd be honest about. The tool did not make you a better developer than Adam. It made you a faster one. Those are not the same thing, and the difference matters more than anything else in this video. Adam still understands things you don't. When something breaks in a way the tool has never seen, he's the one who finds it. But that kind of breaking is rare. It happens twice a year. And a company does not build its staffing around twice a year. It builds it around every day. Every day you're faster. So watch what happens to the two of you at the exact same desk. Monday morning, stand up, the whole team around Marcus. Year 1, Marcus asks a hard question and everyone's eyes go to Adam, including yours, because Adam is who you ask. Same meeting, Year 2. Marcus asks how long something will take. The eyes go to you now. Not because you understand it better, because you'll finish it sooner. Adam watches the eyes move. He was standing in the exact spot you're standing in now 3 years earlier. Year 3. It's a Tuesday. It's always a Tuesday. They call it a reorganisation. The team goes from 9 to 5. And Adam is one of the 4. Not because he's bad. You know he's not bad. You know it better than anyone in that building because he's the reason you're good. He's one of the 4 because when someone upstairs looked at a spreadsheet, the thing that made Adam special didn't fit in a cell. And the thing that made you cheap did. You're in the room when they announce it. You didn't do anything to put him there. You couldn't have done anything to stop it. Both of those are true, and neither of them helps. And that morning, without thinking about it, you run the check before you push your work. 2 seconds. His hands taught yours to do that. He's clearing his desk 40 feet away, and your fingers are still doing the thing he gave them. Adam finds you by the lifts. You brace for it, and it doesn't come. He's not angry. That's almost worse. He says, "You got fast." He says it the way you'd describe the weather. And then he says the thing you'll still be hearing in 5 years. He says, "I kept getting better at the job." You got better at the part they measure. Then the lift comes and he's gone, and you go back to your desk, because there's work, and the work doesn't stop for this. Year 4. Someone new starts. 23. First real job. Sits where you sat. Badge beeps once every morning, never late, the way you were never late. And Marcus, who says solid about everything, tells you to show them the ropes, to bring them up to speed, to teach them how it works here. So you walk over on their 3rd day, you stand behind their chair, and you hear your own voice say it. Before you push anything, before you tell anyone it's done, you run this. 2 seconds. You say it exactly the way Adam said it, same words. You didn't plan to, it just came out in his shape. And you watch them not understand yet why it matters, the same way you didn't. They will, in about a year, probably around the time they get faster than you. Because that's the part this whole thing was hiding. You didn't win, you survived. And surviving turned you into Adam, 3 years ahead of whoever's sitting in that chair now, running your check, keeping quiet about their Saturday, watching the eyes in the stand-up. The tool that made you fast is already on their kitchen table too. It's just newer. You are not the end of the line. You're a place on it. The line just moves faster than it used to. So let me tell you the one thing that actually separates the people who come out of this okay. It is not being the fastest. Fast has a shelf life of about 18 months now, and then someone's kitchen table beats yours. It's being the person who knows why the check matters. The tool can write the work. It cannot yet know when to distrust the work. That 2-second gap is the last thing that's still yours. Adam's mistake was thinking the depth would save him. It didn't, because it wasn't measured. Your risk is the opposite. Being so fast, you forget there was ever a reason to check. So here's what to actually do, and it's smaller than quitting and louder than nothing. Keep the speed. Never hide it. It's the thing they measure and you'll need it. But spend some of the hours it gives back on the part Adam had, the why, the thing that shows up twice a year and decides who they can't replace. Be the fast one who also kept the depth. That person doesn't sit in the stand-up waiting for the eyes to move. That person is the reason the eyes move. 2 seconds. That's how long the check takes. The new kid runs it now, most days, the way you do, the way Adam did. One day they'll be faster than you and quiet about it, and you already know that, and it's fine. But the check will still take 2 seconds. Some things don't get faster, even when everything else does.